No, that's not doing it, Josh. Oh, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. Right click. And what does it say? Pin?
But you might have somebody pinned. Does it say pin
Oh.
or unpin?
No, crap. Oh, here, unpin.
Yeah, unpin.
All right, that didn't do anything.
Now go find those 9 buttons and see if you can click on that and it changes it.
Yeah, somewhere you should have you should be able to toggle between gallery and speaker view. That's what you want to be able to do.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, up remember where you saw those dots before that look like a push button on a phone, the 9 buttons?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
Do you see it now?
Well, no, not really. I got the thing here, but it's not 9 buttons on the phone.
What does it look like? What does it say?
It's only the 3 dots. That's
okay.
all.
Click on that one, see what happens.
Yeah, I did. Nothing happened.
Wow.
Open all. Let's try this. No.
Try clicking Alt F1 on your keyboard.
Yeah. All right. Wait a minute here. What? Alt
F1.
All right. I don't have.
F1 would be above the numbers. There's F function keys. There should be like escape and then F1, F2, F3. No?
Oh,
it's
okay.
like in your first row of keys.
Okay. Yep, it's not doing it. I've still got you in there. That's it.
Well, I think you're stuck with me, Dave, at least for tonight, and then we'll try to figure this out tomorrow.
Okay. All right. I was going to say.
You can hear everyone now, right?
Yeah, I can hear everybody. Yeah. I was going to say, would I be better off to log out and then try to log back in? You know what? Let's just keep going.
If you want. See what happens.
Well, let's just keep going the way we're going because I already lengthened the meeting by 5 minutes, so yeah. There's no need to do that.
And this should be a real quick one.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
All right. So Jerry, you want to open the meeting?
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Virginia, for getting us all set up. We all appreciate it very much. Good evening and welcome to the Borough Park Summit special meeting, September 30th, 7 p.m. In attendance, we have Ms. Lopez.
Hello.
Ms. Simrall.
Present.
And we have Solicitor Hayes's ace attorney, Mary Claire.
Also Solicitor Hayes.
Hello.
Thank you, Mary Claire. Mr. Jenkins.
Here.
Mr. Mitchell.
Here.
Mayor Johnson isn't present at this time.
He's not going to make it tonight. He wasn't feeling well.
Okay. Ms. Kehoe.
Here.
Mr. Kelly.
Here.
Mr. Shields.
Here.
And our junior council member.
Here.
Is he on board with us, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Yes, he's there. Do you see him, Jared? Do you see him?
Yes, we do. Hi, Ron. Thank you for being with us tonight.
Of course.
Okay. First item on our agenda is our public comment. Do we have any public comment at all, Virginia?
Received nothing.
Okay, thank you. The next item on our agenda is our ordinance 2020-04, our SAPA updated zoning ordinance. And we're going to have David Jenkins introduce and lead us on this.
Yeah, thank you, Jerry. The SAPA information will be coming. I understand Virginia had an issue today with the printers and everything. We were going to hopefully have copies, but it's quite voluminous. It's 100 and some pages long. So my suggestion, as of the beginning of the meeting, maybe some of you may have heard the president and I talking back and forth. I'm going to recommend that we forward the information coming from the SAPA committee of which we have two tremendous people who have been on it since the inception, Denise Prowell and Shannon Brown. And I'm going to recommend that we forward this to the agenda for the November meeting that we have for ratification. And it will give us all plenty of time to go over it. What we're going to try to do is maybe for the October work session, we can have Shannon Brown sit in on the meeting. We'll have him first on the agenda. And if anyone has any questions to ask him concerning the SAPA rules, that we'll have the opportunity to do it. This has already been gone over by the SAPA committee itself, probably numerous times. I don't even want to take a guess and say how many times, however, numerous times, as well as by our own Borough Planning Commission under the guidance of John Durden, who is a professional engineer. So they have already gone over the SAPA rules, and they've got them pretty much fine-tuned to everything that they need to have in the workings for the borough. And for those of you who aren't familiar with what the SAPA is, it's the Scranton Abington's Planning Association, and it's a combination of representatives from all the boroughs and townships within Lackawanna, some of Wyoming, some touch base with Wayne County, and I'm not sure if we have any of the lower valley communities from Luzerne County that are involved in it. And it's just a grouping to get our regulations on board so that they will mimic everyone else's. So that basically, if you go to a community such as Blakely or Dixon City, you can pick up their zoning ordinance and it will be somewhat identical to what Clark Summit Borough's zoning ordinance is, with the exception of they will have Dixon City or Blakely where we will have Clark Summit. However, for the purposes of equality and fine tuning, we all got together many years ago, and we joined together forces so that this would work as a group for the entire area. So that's my recommendation, and that's also my recommendation that we try to get Shannon here for the work session for the October meeting. He's very knowledgeable. He's a professional engineer as well as being an attorney, a real estate attorney. So he's pretty much up on top of this stuff. Denise Prowell, I can't say enough about her. She's been in on the ground floor, as Jerry and Virginia know, and anybody who's had any involvement in the borough has heard her name mentioned before. And she is also very knowledgeable. And this is definitely going to be a shot in the arm for us, where we will probably be able to go for another, hopefully 10 or 15 years without having to modify any of our zoning ordinances. The last time we had it done was, I'm going to take a stab and say about 25 years ago or close to it. And it was something that we alone did, and it cost us a bundle of money as a borough. Whereas by doing it with the group, it's going to cost us a lot less, and we're going to get the same end result. So that's the purpose of going in on the SAPA agreement. So that's my recommendation. If anybody has any questions for me, I'd be happy to give it my best shot.
So now, David, everybody will get an email on the 123 pages of this.
That was already sent out today. I'm going to print a hard copy. Actually, we're printing them now. We started them before I left. I'll finish them up tomorrow, and I will hand deliver them to everyone's house. It's 177 pages. It's the ordinance. It's some, they're called transects, some cheat sheets at the end that kind of summarize the different zones that'll be in Clark Summit. And then there's a new map, that, new zoning map. So that's what we're going to be voting on. Everyone, the SAPA and the Planning Commission spent time making sure that our copy, the ordinance that we'll be adopting, reflects our needs and our current ordinance, but it's updated to reflect new needs. For example, bed and breakfasts weren't, or excuse me, Airbnbs weren't considered when we did our ordinance last time. So this now incorporates newer issues that we have to be prepared for, but otherwise it keeps what we already have. It's not like we're rechanging everything. It's just reformatting it so it's easy to read and look at. So you guys should read through it and be familiar with it because you're accountable for it. But like Dave said, it's not something, there's so much time has been spent on this. I don't think we need to commit, get a committee to pick through it word for word. We've already done that at the Planning Commission level.
Great.
Okay, so like I said, you already have the email. I will deliver a hard copy tomorrow to everyone's home so that you can look through the document. And feel free to ask questions.
And in that email, Virginia, we already have it electronically. All we need to do is click in the emails and we can read through the emails before you get us the hard copy then. Is that correct?
Correct, right. You could go on there now if you wanted to look at it.
Okay, all right.
It was actually part 2 of tonight's meeting. That the second part was that ordinance.
All right.
Okay.
Yes. And thank you very much again for your help too as well. You've had your nose to the grinder involved in this too for an extended period of time.
Yes, thank you. Yes. I'm glad to have done it though. It's been an education.
And Jerry, if nobody has any questions for me, we can go back to your schedule. Thank you.
Okay, the next item on our agenda is our recognition of Shannon Brown. I should say Attorney Shannon Brown.
Yeah,
Dave, if you want to lead us on that also.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how you want to approach it. If you want to do an ordinance or just a certificate presentation for him, but possibly we could also do it for Denise Prowell also, as she was very active on this too.
I was thinking possibly when at our November meeting is when you may want to do the proclamation for the two of them.
Absolutely, I think that would be a great thought to do that then, because then it will be the meeting that we will actually ratify the ordinance, and that would be an excellent time to do that, Jerry. I agree.
Okay.
All right, if everybody's on board, then what I'll do is we will have a public hearing in it at the beginning of the meeting, in case any public has any comment on the zoning ordinance. Then we can vote on it at that time, and then we can, recognize Shannon. The big thing with Shannon, the Planning Commission was concerned that Shannon get recognized. He is volunteer. He's a lawyer, but he has volunteered his time, and he's working both with the Planning Commission and SAPA. So for the past 2 years, he has lived and breathed this document, and the money that he has saved us by donating his time is huge.
Yep.
Yeah.
So anyway, very good. So that's what the plan will be.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Next item on our agenda is our Clark Summit Borough Employees Association contract. Bob Shields and Harry and I met with Jay Miller and Ricky Berger, and they brought their contract up. Everybody got a copy of the contract. So if you would like to go, there only a few items on the contract have changed, which are the one is it's going to be a 4-year term contract. And this is a match with what the police department has. And the second item is a retirement benefit has been added that allows employees who have at least 20 years of service up to 5 years of health care benefits or Medicare eligibility, whichever comes first. This again mirrors the benefit that has been provided in the police contract for many years. And a 3% raise for the year of 21 to 24. Again, mirroring the police contract. Number 4 is an additional personal day, increasing them from 48 personal hours versus the police have 60 personal hours. So we felt that this was extremely fair. We felt that they were not pushing for anything other than this, which again mirrors what the police have, and they do an excellent job. We have a wonderful benefit with all good working DPW workers. So if you would like to take a look at the contract, and hopefully next week we'll be able to vote on it and get that put to bed.
Madam President, I'd like to move that we, since we can't make a motion, I'd like to move that we put this on the agenda for ratification at our next month's meeting.
Okay.
I just had one question.
Sure.
Is it a 3% increase in compensation every year until 2024 or just 3% overall?
No.
Like, are they getting an increase every year, 3%?
It's a 3% per year.
Okay,
That's over a 4-year period.
okay.
I'd like to add, Madam President, too, I think they were very conciliatory, the DPW workers. They could have asked for a lot more, but they weren't trying to gouge us in any way. It was a 3%, and they stayed with that, which I thought was very accommodating.
I do too. I mean, the benefits we get from our TPW are tremendous. And
Yeah, no, they do a great job. They always did.
we acknowledge them with accepting their contract and moving forward. So again, Virginia, if you want to put this on our agenda for next week, we'll be ready to vote on it then.
Consider it done.
Thank you very much. Okay. And other
That
than
is our-
that
That's it.
is it.
Shortest meeting ever.
Cover.
Wow.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Bob. Oh,
Ah,
Jesus.
geez.
Mary Claire's happy, I bet.
Where's Bob Shields? Go ahead, Bob, you're on.
Well, maybe that's because our mayor isn't here tonight.
What's that?
Maybe because the mayor's not here tonight.
Oh, my God.
Harry, your dog is killing my ears.
Yeah, I can hear him pretty clear. So shut up, please. My God, be quiet. It's time to-
All right.
Your meeting.
So then
Okay, I think they're okay now. Thank you.
we'll
Thanks
see
for bearing
everyone
with
then
me.
next Wednesday.
Okay, thank you very much, Virginia. for
We're
getting-
done. Okay, I'm sorry, I got lost in translation.
We're done.
Very
All right,
clear.
take care.
You tell Kevin that we thank you, him for letting us have your valuable.
I'll tell him it was a long and tedious evening, but we got it through.
Yeah, wow.
That's
Go
right.
get some rest.
It might have been shorter too, because we didn't have Kevin here tonight.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Possibly. All right. Good night, everyone.
Thank you,
All right,
Mary.
good night. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right, good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.